Parking is an emotive issue at the best of times. New government proposals to make teachers and nurses pay to park at work have been met with disbelief, and shopkeepers are angry over proposals to make people pay to park here on Douglas Promenade. We asked members of the public what they thought.
I think it's outrageous, really. You should be allowed to park for free. They want people to come in and use the shops, don't they? The local shops, but they want you to pay to come in for the pleasure. You know, you'd be better off if they want to stop people buying off the internet, don't they? So if you get them into town, give them some free parking.
It's just going to be very expensive for a lot of people is all I think about it, really, and parking's expensive enough as it is, to be honest.
Probably bad for businesses. Other than that, unless you provide an alternative somewhere that's free, out of town, slightly.
Absolute madness. No, not at all. I don't think it's a great idea. I think people have got enough to pay for, let alone starting to pay for parking. And it's expensive enough.
But the government's running out of money, isn't it? So they need to raise it somehow.
To be honest with you, if they charge, then I'd probably shop elsewhere. I'd probably sort of go to Tesco's, anywhere that doesn't charge, really. I think that's the way I'd go with it. Yeah, because I only pop in here really to go to Marks and Spencer's anyway. So.
And what about charging teachers and nurses to park where they work?
Where they work, I really don't like that idea at all, especially hospitals. I mean, we're so lucky here, because I recently went to a hospital to see my father-in-law in England, and it was ridiculously expensive, so we are very blessed. Long may it continue.
Well, I'm really against that because I'm a nurse, so yes, definitely against that, and we're not paid enough to be charged to park.
Yeah, I think it probably will put people off, because everything else is so expensive, so, and I work in retail myself, so don't really think it's a good idea, no.
Well, I got my own flat in the Prong, you know, I have a parking permission for parking, but if you start charging that, I think it's enough stress for the people, you know, with the toilet tax and everything that you need to pay the properties, you know, I mean, I think it's enough, no? Even as thinking as well to charging as well, I think for parking in the job place, well, I think it's just lost the plot a bit, the government, to be honest.
I think there's enough empty shops in Douglas, and I just don't think it'll help their cause at all.
My personal opinion is that it will put people off visiting the town, so I think there should be a period of unpaid park. Perhaps not 2 hours, perhaps an hour, but I think it's really important that we do have unpaid parking to support the street. I mean, retailers are struggling a bit, so we need to give them every help we can.
I have to come in for work as well, which is another problem. You know, it's finding somewhere to park in Douglas when you work in Douglas is hard enough, and you know, to pay another cost, it's difficult. It would be difficult, you know. So yeah. Not very pleased.
People can make their views known to the government. A consultation period ends on July the 31st. Paper copies can be picked up from the Welcome Centre here at the C Terminal or completed online at gov.im.